This is the first crochet lesson. I apologize for my laptop sitting there. It is charging. So let's see here. So I always like to use a chunky yarn for my videos because it's just so, it looks really good on video. It shows up really well. So we are going to learn how to chain today. I think the biggest issue when you first start out is just tying that little knot. I call it a pretzel knot. You can put it on the hook however you want, as long as it's like a slip knot. All right, let's see. There's also something called a magic circle I've never perfected, but maybe we can do a video on that later. So you just lay it out where it looks like a pretzel. You're going to pick up this string right here. So I'll show you. Just go under and grab the tail and the working yarn and just pull. And now it's on your hook. Okay, so very important. Some people hold their hooks like this. That's all good and well if that's what floats your boat. You're going to have more motor control if you hold your hook like a pencil. And the reason it's important is if you decide to do thread crochet with that teeny tiny little steel hooks and thread, you're going to have to hold your hook like this, because there's no way you're going to have that fine motor coordination holding it like that trying to work lace. But if you want to do that and don't have any intentions of doing anything other than yarn, go for it. That's fine. So with the crochet hook, you're going to hold like this. If it's left-handed, of course, you know, it'd be reversed. You're going to hold it like this, and you want to thread like scissor fingers right there. You want your thread to run through there. That helps to, with the tension. You can even hold it like knitting, kind of work it through those fingers like that, just to help with your tension. And what you're going to do, you're going to do what's called a yarn over. So watch how my hook moves. I'm on top of the thread. I'm going to go under and behind it. See how that worked? And it's just, you can see now that that hook is just there. You want to see that again? So holding it up like this, go to the front and then go behind it. And you're going to hook that thread and you're going to pull it through that loop that's on your hook like this. See how easy that is? And it makes a little, like a V stitch right there. So that's the first chain. This is very, very basic. This is all of your work, well, not all of it. 90% of your work is going to start with a foundation chain. So it's very important to practice this, especially to get your stitches consistent. So let's look at that again. We're going to make another one. Going to go to the front, behind, and hook it, and then pull it through the next loop. See, now there's two of those little V-looking stitches. So if you're working too loose, let's see, I can't even do it. I can't even crochet bad. All right, see how inconsistent that looks? And it's going to be inconsistent when you first start doing that. And it just takes practice and time. So you want to make sure that you pull it. You don't want it so tight that you can't pull your hook back through that loop. But you don't want it so loose that your hook's constantly just coming out of that loop either. So you'll figure it out as you go. And everybody's going to have a different tension. Some people might work a little tight. I've learned over time to work a little bit looser. And it really helps your work, because if you do a really tight foundation chain and then your work kind of grows as you go, you're going to have a warped piece of fabric. So let's look at this one more time. Going to go down to the front, under, and hook it and pull it through. So now there's 3. So I'm just going to do a few of those so you can see how that looks. See how I'm holding the tension with the working yarn in my left hand. And you can sit here and make chains just all day long just to practice. And what I will do, I will attach some photos of things that you can actually do with these chains. And we're just going to keep it simple right now. We're just going to talk about chains because you can get a little bit fancy with these, but that's how you do it. Easy peasy.